Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter quadratic equations. The lessons we're going to cover today are solve a quadratic equation by factoring, solve a quadratic equation by completing the square, system of linear and quadratic equations. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 9 math. Chapter we are on right now is quadratic equations. Let's just start with the lesson, that is solve a quadratic equation by factoring. Okay, so x square minus 46x equals 0, right? You can make a factor x is common. You have x minus 6 equals 0, right? So according to the zero product property, either x is 0 or either x minus 46 is 0, right? So x minus 46 is 0 equals x minus, that is x equals 46. Okay, so let's just start with the test questions. J square minus 11j equals 0, right? You can take common j from here. You are left with j minus 11 equals 0, right? So according to the zero product property, either j is 0 or either j minus 11 is 0, right? So solve for j equals 11. So you have two answers, 0 and 11. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 0 and 11. Okay, so v square plus 37v equals 0. So you have v common, right? You are left with v plus 37 equals 0. So according to the zero product property, v equals 0 and v plus 37 equals 0, right? So solve for v equals negative 37. So you have two solutions, right? They are 0 and negative 37. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the correct option is option number 1, that is 0 and negative 37. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is k square minus 2k. So which is the correct option? That is option number 1, 0, and 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is j square minus 8j equals 0. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 0 and 8. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 0 and 8. Okay, m square plus 6m equals 0. So which is the correct option? So that is 0 and negative 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is solve a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So let's just start with the lesson. So here is the quadratic formula, that is k equals negative b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So you have to compare this equation. 3k square plus 9k plus 2, 3 is a, b is 9 and c is 0. So now put up the values here, right? B equals, so just put up the values, solve the equation, that is two values you have, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Solve using the quadratic formula. 2w square minus 5w minus 3. So you have a equals 2, b equals negative 5, c equals negative 3, right? So the formula is x equals minus b plus minus square root b minus square b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So negative 5b, right? That is already negative. Negative 5 plus minus b square is 25 minus 4, a is 2, c is 3, right? So that is 5 plus 25 plus 24 it is, divided by 2a, 4. So that is 5 plus minus 7 over 4. 5 plus 7 is 12 over 4, that is 3. And 5 minus 7 is negative 2 over 4, that is negative 1 over 2. So which is the correct option? Option 1 or option 2? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 3, and negative 1 over 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 6q square. I will do on board. Okay, so a equals 6, b equals negative 6, and c equals negative 5, right? Now let's just use the quadratic formula, that is x equals minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So you have negative, b is already negative, plus minus b square, that is 6 square minus 4, a is 6, b is negative 5 divided by 2 times 6. So that is 6 plus minus 36 minus 6 times 5 is, so that is 30, and 36 times 5 is 30, that is 120. That is 2 times 6 is 12. 4 times 6 is 4 times 5 is 20, and 20 times 6 is 120. So it is 6 plus minus square root 156 divided by 12, right? So square root 156 is 12.48. So the correct option is, so that is 6 plus minus square root 156 equals 12.4 divided by 12, right? Okay, let's just calculate the value. The first one is 6 plus 12.4 over 2. So that is 12.4 plus 6, 18.4 divided by 2. That is 9.2. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, that's option number one, sorry. Okay, 5d square plus 6d minus 9, which is the correct option. So the correct option is option number. Okay, let's just use the quadratic formula, right? 5d square plus 6d minus 9. 5d square. Okay, 5d square minus 6d plus 9 equals 0. Minus 9 equals 0, right? Okay, so a equals 5, b equals negative 6, and c equals negative 9, right? So the quadratic formula is x equals minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let that is negative negative 6 plus minus b square is 36 minus 4, a is 5, c is negative 9 divided by 2 times 5, right? So that is now 6 plus minus 36 and plus 9 times 5 is 45, and 45 times 4 is, that is 180. So 180 divided by 10. So that is 180 plus 36 is 216. So that is 6 plus minus square root 216 divided by 10. So square root 216, that is 14.6. So 6 plus 14.6 over 10. 6 minus 14.6 over 10, right? So that is 6 6 plus 14.6 is 20.6 divided by 6, that is 3.43. Okay, then 6 minus 14.6. divided by 10. So the correct option is 0.86. Two is the correct option, right? Okay, so the next one is p square plus 6p plus 7 equals 0. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1. I'm just guessing the answers, right? Oh, that's option number 2. Got it. The correct option is option number 2. Okay, the next one is g square minus 2g minus 2 equals 0. So which is the correct option? So the correct option is option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is, I think that's the last lesson from the chapter That is solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. Let's just start with the lesson. So we have learned how to complete the square, right? You have to add b by 2 whole square. Now you need to add both sides. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay. K square minus 10k plus 9. That is k square minus 10k plus 9. Okay, let's just move 9 other side, right? You are k square minus 10k equals negative 9. Just add b by 2, right? B by 2 is 5 square. So k square minus 10k plus 5 square equals negative 9 plus 5 square. So they make k minus 5 whole square and they make negative 9 plus 25. So 25 minus 9 is 16. K minus 5 whole square equals 16, right? Now square root both sides. You are left with k minus 5 equals plus minus 4. So k minus 5 equals 4 and k minus 5 equals negative 4. For this one you have k equals 9 and for this one you have k equals 1. Option number 2, you have the two correct options. They are k equals 9 and k equals 1. Got it? So you have two values, that is k equals 9 and k equals 1. So that's how you 9 and 1. That's how you calculate the values using the square root completing square method, right? The correct option is 1 and 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, 9 and 1. Okay, the next one is p square plus 12p equals negative 19. Okay, p square 12p minus 19. P square plus 12p equals negative 19. So you need to add b by 2, right? So that is p plus 6 whole square, negative 19 plus 36. So that is p plus 6 whole square, 19. 36 minus 19 equals 17. So here you have 17. You need to square root both sides. That is p plus 6 equals, that is 4.1. So p plus 6 equals 4.1, p plus 6 equals negative 4.1. So that is negative 1.9, and that is negative 10.1, right? So the correct option is R 1.9 and 10.1. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, so you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 10 math. The chapter we were working on is quadratic equations. The lessons we have covered today are solve a quadratic equation by factoring, solve a quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula, and the one I've just finished is solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from sorry no interactive session. You can join me in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So that's all for today. If you have any question, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions, you can please ask if you have any.